Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on the final day of the first week of the first anniversary festival event. I gotta admit, I'm a little bit sad today because I have enjoyed these daily news updates, and today is the last one. But we gotta move on, and we're gonna figure out what it is. Hopefully, it's something very exciting. But we are gonna start off with our Good Sleep Day rewards. We're gonna get 6,209 sneaky snacking. We're gonna grab another 20 diamonds to go with our diamond pile. And we're gonna pick up a notification saying that today is the big day of the Good Sleep Day event. So make sure to use your incense if you got some that you're gonna use, the focus, growth, luck, and friend incense. Today is the day for those. And make sure you've got your team set for the ones that you wanna get that extra juicy ×3 XP. But speaking of extra juicy, we're gonna get 600 sleep points, puts us at 3,033. Feels like just yesterday we were at 300. And for our daily lottery, we can pick up, let's see, another biscuit, which is good. I do like biscuits, especially after what happened yesterday and how that just went terribly awry. Anyway, speaking of yesterday, let's put it behind us and get into today's sleep report. Hopefully we get that snoozing again. Snoozing sleep type is what I want to see because it will skew towards the Fuecoco that we want. And hopefully we can get a couple of them. I would like to take 2 home. 8 hours, 29 minutes of sleep. Perfect as far as the game is concerned. 52% snoozing. That might be it. It is balanced. Never mind. We've got balanced, pseudo-balanced. Nice. Drowsy power 1.5. That means we're gonna get about 60 million, I think. Roughly 65, somewhere around there. Let's see. Oh, not quite 60. Almost broke 60. 59.8 million. Not bad. Not bad at all. And that means that the game... Oh, okay. Don't crash, game. It's a Growlithe. It's on the top belly Growlithe. And then what else we got? Give me that beautiful Fuecoco. Come on. A Dedenne. Did I see a weird color in there? So we've got a Quaxly, a Fuecoco, a Vulpix, a Quilava, a Meowth, an Arbok, a Dedenne, and a Growlithe. No, I didn't see a shiny in there. I thought something looked out of place, but maybe it was just those flowers in that Meowth picture. All right, well... Growlithe's hungry, not the one. Also not the one. Yeah, oh no, we actually don't want him to be hungry. I forgot, we don't want him to be hungry because he's got 1 pip left. Such a waste of a hungry Pokemon. Man, that kinda sucks. Hungry Dedenne would have been significantly better. Speaking of Dedenne, I still need a better one, and it doesn't hurt to have a team of them, so I kind of want to use the bonus biscuit on it. But I also kind of want to go ahead and catch this Quaxly, too. You know what? Dedenne is not super important. Not super important. We're going to focus on the Quaxly first. All right. No big hit, which is not surprising. Let's see how well this goes. Hopefully a big hit there. Nice. Perfect. Cool, so we've got the Quaxly. We've got this Fuecoco over here that we're for sure gonna take home. And probably get a critical capture. Nope, just the hungry. Such a waste. And then I think the Dedenne, I'm just gonna feed a couple of biscuits and just let it slowly build up over time. It's not something that we need right now, but I would like a better one eventually. So we'll just feed it a little bit at a time and catch it whenever we're ready. I am debating on catching that Quilava though. I thought about it a little more. There we go, there's a big hit. Thought about it a little more, and the charge strength main skill on there is not awful, never mind. It's not that big of a deal for getting a free level on it. It's not something that I'm gonna be relying on. It's just a nice little bonus, so as close as it is, we might as well catch it. We could use a better one for sure. I think the Typhlosion I have is only like 60 something PR, somewhere around there. It's not great, I can tell you that. And I may be overvaluing my Typhlosion just a little bit. So we're gonna catch this one. Might as well, since we had it that close. And outside of that, there's not really anything else that I'm super worried about. I mean, I kind of want to catch the Vulpix, but it also kind of burned me yesterday. And I don't think I want to right now. Not after what happened yesterday. I haven't healed yet. All right, let's move on. We're going to send out the Quaxly, I think, is the more useful candy. And it also seemed like, just in my friend research, it seemed like Quaxly wasn't getting sent out as much yesterday. So I'm going to send out the Quaxly candy. And hopefully make sure everybody has a decent amount. Let's go ahead and move on. And we're going to grab... not bad. What is that? 9,700 dream shards? Not bad at all. Not bad. All right, first up, we've got our boy Quaxly. We've already got 2 good ones, maybe 3 good ones. I think 2, but hopefully this guy can be our perfect one. So let's see, level 14 in Impish. Almost the right ingredient spread. The 3rd on the list, in my opinion, I think. Maybe 4th. This might be the 4th most desirable. I don't know. I think so. Yeah, I think I would want Bean Leek before I'd want Bean Oil. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. 3rd or 4th, somewhere around there. Let's move on. No point in talking about it. We got Ingredient Finder to start off with, which is very good. Skill Trigger, also very good. Inventory Up L, very good. Ingredient Finder, M, very good. Inventory Up M, also very good. No helping speed, unfortunately. But Timid Nature, Impish Nature, I meant, not timid. Impish Nature is bad for us. Ingredient Finding down. However, with both Ingredient Finding S and M, it will counterbalance that, but it's also not the ingredient spread that we want, so maybe we don't keep this one. It's Issa looking pretty bad. I forgot to set this to 100, but just on the level 55, it's a PR of 32, which I don't think it's that bad. Maybe not having the helping speed is making it pretty rough. But level 75 is where it's really going to come into its prime. So, again, it's not that bad, but we have 2 better ones already that both, I think both have soybeans, or maybe one has all soybeans and one's double soybean leeks. So, this one, even though it's not bad, it's okay. We don't need it. So this one's probably going to go to the professor. We have better choices. We don't need to spend the resources to level up 4 Quaxly, or 3 Quaxly, whatever the number would actually be. I do want to see how good this one's going to be, though. Just out of sheer curiosity, I don't think it's that bad. I just don't think it's that good either. It's kind of middle of the road. Yeah, 82 at 75. Yeah, 75 is a ways away, though. If they keep up with their current pace, level 75, looking at like a year and a half later from now. Come on. Well, not even from now, from August. Which is making me wonder, do I even care to rate these out to 100 anymore? I mean, I like seeing what it's going to look like over the lifetime of the Pokemon, but at their current pace, level 100... seemingly being like 4 or 5 years away, do I even bother looking at out to level 100 anymore? Or should we just start rating them only to 60? Because it kind of seems like there's not really much benefit to looking to level 100. The more I do this and the more you guys talk about it, that level 100 is so far away, and the more I think about it, the more I question whether rating whether rating to 100 is even worthwhile, especially with how long it takes for the calculator to actually get there. I'm beginning to wonder. Seriously starting to question it. Matter of fact, well, of course it finishes right when I start to say that. PR 49. Not great. Gonna send this one to the professor. We've got some better options. So, still need a send to the professor button though while we're getting all these updates for the first year anniversary. That would have been a good one. Hey, we're gonna put a send to the professor button right there on the catch screen. Adamant, Adamant's not good. Level 14 in Adamant. It could be okay though, depending on what else comes with it. It could be okay. That's not okay. That's not what we're looking for. Got apple, sausage, apple. We've got inventory up, helping speed. I mean, those are good. Those are good. Helping speed M on top of that. Skill level up, pretty decent. I'm all right with that. Especially for charge energy, not bad. Inventory up. We need an ingredient finder though. At level 100, nope, it's gonna be skill trigger. And then yeah, speed of help up, ingredient finding down. Not the best. Not the best. No ingredient finding to balance out that nature. This one is definitely not gonna be one we wanna keep. This one, going to live with the professor, especially with the ingredient spread on top of that. But let's rate it out to 60. It's so much faster. We already know that the rest isn't really relevant. So even though it could be good at level 100, by the time we get to level 100, surely we're gonna find a better one. Yeah, let's just rate to level 60, we'll see. Because we are gonna get 60 soon, early August, so that's good. PR 29, sounds about right. Let's send this to the professor. We're gonna go ahead and move on. Fuecoco, my favorite of the 3 Paldean starters, and Fuecoco seems to not love me at all. All right, Quilava. There you are. Level 20 in Rash. See, Adamant is what we needed for you, and Rash, I already know I don't care. Well, no, Rash could be okay. Its main skill chance down, I believe. We've got Ginger, Herb Ginger. No worries there. It's a berry specialist, so it doesn't matter. Skill trigger, I just said I don't care about your skill triggering, and you've got ingredient finder. This is not good. Helping speed ingredient. This poor Quilava is just as confused as that Vulpix was yesterday. You are not an ingredient specialist, my guy. If you were, this would be almost perfect as an ingredient specialist. This would be almost perfect. Almost. But you're not. You're a berry specialist. Rash nature, that's ingredient finding up. This is gonna be terrible when we rate it for berry strength to level 60. I'm surprised it's this high, honestly. Very surprised. With ingredient finding up nature being 27 right off the bat, that's surprising. Very, very surprising. I mean, it is fast. Maybe it just has a low ingredient finding rate, base finding rate. I mean, it's better than I thought it was gonna be, in all honesty, but it's still not good. Still not what we're looking for. So, looks like the professor is getting 3 new Poke Friends today. We're gonna move on. We've got some more exciting news to talk about. Hopefully, it's some very exciting news. It is the last news of the week, so it's gotta be something big. Another 173 sneaky snacking. We used 7 incense. Finally got that last mission done. Need to figure out today, what Pokemon am I gonna use 262 candies on? And I've got an idea, but I don't think I have the candies for it, so we may have to spread it out. But for the new news, day 7, finally, coming soon, Good Night Ribbons. What does that mean? Okay, I don't know what this is. As part of the first anniversary fest, we're announcing news every day. Our announcement for day 7 is about the new Good Night Ribbon feature. This new feature is meant to help you feel closer to your helper Pokemon. We plan to add it during an update in early August. Please see below for more details. Cool. What is a Good Night Ribbon? Helper Pokemon can now get Good Night Ribbons based on the amount of sleeping time you've shared. Note, you can see a Pokemon's Good Night Ribbon along with its effects and your shared sleep time on the Pokemon details screen from the home screen. Tap blah blah blah. We all know how to get there. Getting a Good Night Ribbon will raise some of a Pokemon's helping stats. Oh, The effects it has on stats depend on which of 4 levels of Goodnight Ribbon it is. And these levels are unlocked based on the amount of sleeping time shared with that helper Pokemon. Oh, so it's kind of like the buddy system for Pokemon Go? Is that what we're looking at? Okay, let's see. Also, if you reach the 3rd ribbon level, you'll get a special profile icon of that Pokemon. Interesting. In addition, if that helper Pokemon is still able to evolve, then it will get an additional boost to its helping stats. Okay, kind of like an Eviolite situation? With the effects of the Goodnight Ribbon, it may be easier to include unevolved Pokemon that couldn't help much before on your team. The number of times a Pokemon can evolve depends on which Pokemon are included in Pokemon Sleep. That's a weird way of wording that, but okay. Ribbon level 1, 200 hours of sleeping time shared, carry limit +1. Not that big of a deal, but could be useful, I guess. Ribbon level 2, 500 hours of sleeping time shared, carry limit +2, starting to get more significant. If the Pokemon can still evolve once, for example a Pikachu, its helping frequency is shortened by 5%. Cool, that's pretty interesting. If the Pokemon can still evolve twice, for example Pichu, its helping frequency is shortened by 11%. And at ribbon level 3, 1,000. Okay, so we got a long way to go to get these, which is good. I don't want them to be too achievable because then we get it done and over with and we don't care about it anymore. Ribbon level 3, 1,000 hours of sleeping time shared. Carry limit +3. Special profile icon of that helper Pokemon. I'm assuming we still get the level 2 benefits as well. The frequency shortening. Level 4, 2,000 hours of sleeping time shared. The carry limit +2. Oh, are these additive? Oh, these are additive? I see. I think they're additive. That would be good because then at level 4 you get +8 carry limit. That would make more sense rather than it dropping from a bonus of +3 to down to +2. And then if the Pokemon can still evolve once, it's probably that the carry limit is additive and then the frequency shortening replaces the old level 2 bonus. Of course, I could probably just read the notes and figure that out instead of speculating. But anyway, if the Pokemon can still evolve once, Pikachu, its helping frequency is shortened by 7%, and evolve twice, Pichu, its frequency is shortened by 14%, for a total of 25% shorter. Oh, it is additive. Okay, even the frequency shortening adds to level 2 rather than replacing it. Okay, cool. First line of the notes. Each level's effects will be added as you unlock them. Just read the notes, man. Just stop speculating. Example, if you unlock ribbon level 2, we already talked about it. I already gave the example they add together. It's fine. We don't need to read all of this because I said it already. Anyway, thank you for checking out our 7 days of announcements. We hope you also enjoy the second half of the first anniversary of festival. So interesting. Ribbons, not a new island, not a new batch of Pokemon. Ribbons, which is a big announcement. It is going to help significantly with a lot of these Pokemon. I'm sure it will, but I wish they would have clarified if this was going to be something that would backdate. So if you already have a Pokemon that you have 1,000 hours slept with, for example, then you just automatically get ribbon level 3. I'm sure that's how it's going to be. It's going to be based on what's in the detail screen. But it would be nice just to have that clarification. But select button not being exactly 100% clear, not unusual, but I like it. It's good. It does give you a benefit of if you have some Pokemon. We could use this if we had the ribbons now before Suicune comes out. Maybe now's the time to go ahead and start having a Quaxly on your team. Because if you can get to ribbon level 2 before the Suicune event, which is probably going to be pretty rough. I don't think that's possible. Somebody do the math, but that's something like if you get 8 hours a day, just to make the math easy, that's going to be what, 50 just for 400 hours, 50 days, and then another like 25 days to get 100, something like that. So like 75 days. So yeah, probably not possible to get that for Suicune, but if you could, it would work for, I forget the middle form's name of Quaxly, but the middle evolution you could have for berries and soybeans, and that would be really good for the Suicune event. So yeah, probably not gonna happen. Just a quick and dirty math I did right now, which may be inaccurate, but I don't think you'll be able to get ribbon level 2 on a Quaxly. So my idea of putting a Quaxly on the team and starting to get that sleep built up for the ribbons, hopefully before Suicune shows up, probably not gonna work. But this is an interesting change nonetheless. And it gives us another benefit to having Pokemon that we use frequently on the team. So I'm all for it. I really want to see what these special profile icons look like, because those I think are going to be more of a bragging rights kind of thing. Like, yeah, I've got this Pokemon that I use all the time, but I feel like a lot of us are going to end up with the same profile icon, because there's like a handful of Pokemon that are all meta relevant for different things. So we'll probably end up all with the same ones, but just to say that we did it. So minor bragging rights, nothing too special, but still interesting nonetheless. So not the big announcement that I thought it was going to be, of like a big change coming. Ultimately, all of the news was very interesting. Yeah, I think not a single one of these was bad. None of these were bad. So the worst I could say about any of them was we'll just have to wait and see. Like, it's kind of an announcement for an announcement, like the updates to gameplay coming soon. That was more of an announcement of an announcement kind of scenario. But ultimately, I did enjoy having something new every day. It's kind of exciting, but if we had something new literally every day in the game, it would get old eventually. So all good things must come to an end. And at the end of the day, good night ribbons. That's a pretty good change. I'm happy about that one. But as always, let me know what you guys think about the good night ribbons in the comments below. We're going to go ahead and jump into our community reports, and we're going to see what we've got. Is it 43 again? Nope, 42 this time. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 that doubled up. All right, well, not bad at all. No level ups today. All right, so another 282 sneaky snacking. We can go ahead and collect that candy. So I think with the way Good Sleep Day has fallen at the end of this week, we still don't have a great Fuecoco, but we have a really good, 2 really good Quaxly and 2 really good Sprigatitos. And I kind of just want to end the week on a high note. So I think I'm going to go ahead and make breakfast, lunch, and dinner and really push these ranks. We have everything we need for breakfast, lunch, and dinner flower gift macarons. So we're going to fill out the pot with all this fun stuff and hopefully get an extra tasty. That would be nice, but not a big deal if we don't. Let's throw in just a few extra corn and we can be set up and ready to go. Maybe I won't make dinner. Maybe I'll make breakfast and lunch and then hold on to some ingredients for next week. Not an extra tasty, but I do kind of like the idea of pushing the ranks now. 52,249. Not bad. Flower gift macarons now level 42. We also need to level them up anyway, so doesn't hurt. Does not hurt at all. All right. How far does that put us? Maybe, I mean, it'll be Master 8, not quite Master 9. About 3/4 of the way to Master 9. Cook 17 times, mission now complete. All right, we've got a couple missions done. Let's grab our 5 small handy candies for using the 7 incense. Drew, I don't know how I read it and then immediately forgot it. Get 1,400 dream shards for cooking, another 1,400 for feeding enough berries, 15 diamonds for going to bed on time. We are gonna use some candies. I have an idea on who we should use them on, especially after the video the other day and the comments. Seems like universally Sprigatito number 3 is the one that everybody was saying was going to be the best, and I agree. Based on the arguments that everybody was giving me, I do agree that it's going to be the best one. Let's make sure that's the one we've got. One that I caught on... I forget what day it was. I don't think it was the 16th. No, that was the first one I caught. This is number 1. Where's number 3? That's not number 3. That is number 2. Is this number 3? This is number 3. The one I caught on July 19th. That's the one. Okay. Yeah, pretty universal that this was going to be the better one in the long run, because we really only have to worry about level 60, like I was saying earlier. Level 100 is so far away. Level 75 is even a ways away. And until we get to level 100, number 3 performs the best. By the time we get to level 100 unlocked, we'll probably have a better Sprigatito and Meowscarada. So we're gonna go ahead and invest in this one. We're gonna swap them out. I did not mean to do that. I meant to do a long press. We're gonna invest in this one. What level do you evolve? Level 12, so we could evolve it already. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that while we're here. What? Sprigatito is evolving? Who would have guessed? But alright, now that we've got this, we can drop a few more candies into it and level it up a little bit. This is gonna be the one that we run with for a while. Let's not do all the candies though. Let's save some. Let's do 40. And then we can invest some candies in somebody else. Because we also have a, I believe it was you. I think you're the really good Quaxly. I really should have named them, but I was very lazy this week in my naming conventions. But I'm pretty sure you're the one. Actually, you know what? I never did my production comparison between them. I'm gonna have to do that off screen. Because I forgot to do my production comparison between all these Quaxly to see which one's gonna be the right one. So, you know what? We can do that pretty quick. It actually doesn't take long. I did save them to the box, the ones that I actually care about. Hopefully I remember to save them. Yeah, there were only 3. Let's go. Let's see, Quaxly. Let's back out while I get this set up. Let's get these Quaxly ready to go. I do actually want to make sure that I get them in the right order, though. It makes it so much easier to talk about them when they're in the right order. So number 13, or level 13, you are... It's actually you. No, it's not. Which one are you? That one. No? Which one are you? Did I just not have ingredient finder? Skill trigger S, ingredient finder, berry finding. What are you? I don't have this Quaxly. Why are these? You. Yeah, it is you. Okay. I just had the ingredient wrong. Cool. I just, for whatever reason, didn't have the ingredients set correctly. All right, so let's do this right. Let's just start over. All right, we need the soybean. That's the one. Triple soybeans with skill trigger ingredient finder M. Where are you at? You are right there. Cool. So there's number 1. Number 2. It'll be level 14. Soybean oil. Is this the one I caught today? No. Skill level up, helping speed M. That's you. Cool. Probably not the one I'm going to invest in, because it has oil at level 60. I really think it's just between number 1 and number 3 again, which I did mess up. Let's see. Skill trigger, ingredient finder S, energy recovery. That one, and then I just need to switch level 60 to oil. Okay. So, as of right now, they're looking fairly even, but the rash is actually doing way better, which makes sense. It does make sense. Adamant is kind of painful, kind of hurting. Unfortunately, that's the only triple soybean one we got. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's make them all Quaxly and carry limit increased. And then we are going to be in the money. Cool. All right, level 30. Still unsettled on the ingredient finding rate. But as far as soybeans go, number 3 is the winner. And ultimately, that's all we care about. And then at level 60, not the, I mean, that's a significant difference. 79 soybeans with number 1 versus 55 with number 2, but also 31 leeks, which could be beneficial. Ugh. Also a lot more strength in general. Even with the ingredient finding down, the adamant one is looking like the better choice. By far. Yeah. Significantly better. 136 berries versus 52. Skill triggers more often. Level 75, the ingredient finder is gonna kick in as well, whereas we've got energy recovery and inventory up. Yeah, number 1 is just gonna be the better one. Cool. Well, that makes it easy then. That makes this very easy. So, cool. We can go ahead and invest in this guy. Let me make sure I got the right one. The adamant one. Yes, that's the one. Let's evolve this one. We don't want to evolve this one to Quaxly anytime soon. We want to wait until after the Suicune event to evolve this one to Quaxly because it does change to a fighting type. And we want to keep it getting those berries. If we can get it to level 50 before the Suicune event rolls around, this could be very beneficial on our team. The soybeans, not going to help with my plan. But maybe we change the plan. Maybe we switch to salads. But we have been working on desserts this whole time as the presumptive dish we're going to have for Suicune. Because that seemed to be the most beneficial with Blastoise. But, okay. 693 total RP. We've invested in the Quaxly. Quaxly's the name. Speaking of Blastoise, never a bad thing to invest in this guy. We do have plenty of candies. How much have I used so far? Probably about 200. So we'll drop like 75 candies. That should be plenty. This Blastoise, very good. Very good Blastoise. Happy with it. Always been happy with it. We'll drop 100 candies just to finish up that mission. And we're going to be good. I'm going to save the Fuecoco candies and not invest in one yet. We haven't found one that I feel like is worth investing in. So we're just going to wait on Fuecoco. Unfortunately, Fuecoco not showing up this week. So we're going to have to try to find another one somewhere. And so far, we've got 2 very good Pokemon in the Quaxly now. And Floragato, I think. Floragato is the name? Yeah, Floragato. So we've done very well with those 2. Still could have gotten some better ones, but we got some really good ones. So let's go ahead and finish up with our dream gift. The last one for this week is gonna be 5 fire type candy small. Very good. We could put those to good use once we finally find a good Fuecoco. Look at that. Ghastly, all berries, not a single mushroom. That's about indicative of the Ghastly line. This guy giving me another skill trigger. Actually triggered quite a lot this week. How about you? Nice. Looks about like 60-40 berries to honey. Not bad. Decent amount of honey for my pincer anyway. I was about to say for a pincer, but no, it's just mine. It's only my pincer that's the problem. Another honey. Aw, he felt bad. Why can't I click on that? There we go. All right, well, I think once we collect this final mission, that is gonna wrap it up for today. Not a whole lot else to do. Oh, I spent 324 candies. Whoops. Yeah, so pretty good week. in terms of the Pokemon that we've caught. The only one that wasn't super fantastic was the Fuecoco. We did get a decent one, but not enough that I want to invest in just yet. We'll probably invest in that one when we need it, if we don't have a better one by then. But got 2 very good Quaxly, 2 very good Sprigatitos. One out of those 2, found one that I could invest in, that I feel comfortable investing in now. But of course, as soon as I invest in them, I'm going to find a better one tomorrow. So that'll be my luck. But anyway, we got some that are really good. We got a lot of really good news. The good sleep ribbons, or good night ribbons. Yeah, good night ribbons. That's a really interesting change coming to the game. Looking forward to that. Yeah, all in all, it's been a great week. I've enjoyed the first Anniversary Fest, the first week of it so far. Looking forward to next week. Still not sure exactly where I want to go yet. So I'm going to have to figure that one out. But that said, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy the video. Big shout out to our ace trainers, Flight Master, Illusion, JP, and Waite. And if you'd like to become an ace trainer yourself and support the channel, get early access to the videos and a bunch of other cool features, go ahead and click that join button right next to the subscribe button. And while you're down there, click the link to our Discord in the description box. Come join us, hang out. We talk about Pokemon Sleep and other video games. Really cool community of people there. And other than that, y'all have a good night, and until next time, later, dudes.